Would you like to play a game?
Sergeant Sacker, listen to me. We've traced the call. It's coming from inside the house.
The caller is in the house.
The calls are coming from the house.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Now stay on the line.
I broke this one, and it fucking hurt because I went around a corner too fast, and it grabbed the edge of it.
What did you go around a corner so fast?
At work. I had to.
Bitch, do you need help at work? Who is attacking you?
No one.
Bitch, were you in a horror movie and I didn't know about it? If you were in a horror movie, I would be so mad. Because you know that's my goal.
I know.
And you wouldn't tell me, I would be so upset.
And then the premiere comes, you're like, bitch, when did you do this?
Okay, because if that had happened later this year about something and I didn't tell you, you would probably...
Oh, I'd be mad. I'd be like, what the fuck did you do this?
I tell Sonny, like, everything, so more on that, whatever that is.
Yeah, then I need to
Sonny! Welcome to Stay on the Line, a horror genre podcast where we talk about something horror genre related every Thursday. Sometimes we miss a week because someone went on vacation. How was your
Vegas.
trip?
It was so much fun. I went ziplining.
Bitch, I feel like we're like, he got you on my channel.
I went
you went ziplining?
Yes.
Wow.
So over Fremont, which is like an open air, like kind of mallish kind of place, they do at night. They do adult things, and they have a
and they remember cameras here. She's looking at herself. She's conceited.
No,
I got a reason.
Conceited, but it's like 2 stories high. And on top, there's a screen with a bunch of different multicolored, like they do a light show for you. So when you're going by, it's fast, it's huge, and you look and see under.
Oh, I've been there before. Fast, huge.
Go under. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so much fun. I did it with my sister.
That's cool.
Jessica.
Now, when you said ziplining in Vegas, I thought you were going to go more into like the desert area and go. That seems kind of fun.
It does, but we don't know where to go. So that probably
But don't, if you, this is my advice. I went ziplining once.
Uh-huh.
It was our senior trip when I lived in Japan.
No,
because I was annoyed because, like, years before, everyone got to go to Tokyo.
Uh-huh.
I didn't live near Tokyo. I lived 9 hours away. Everyone got to go to Tokyo and have fun. Someone fucked it up, and we couldn't go back. And then after my fucking class, after our year, they went back to Tokyo. Bitch, I was so mad.
They said this is a year punishment. We're good after that.
It was probably like 2 or 3 years, and they got to. I was so
rude.
Bitch, I should have just gotten an Airbnb and like with some friends, but I honestly didn't have that many.
So my senior year, at the first day, they do a senior parade, which is just us like walking the halls, making too much noise. They messed up ours because a few kids cussed out the vice principal.
Okay.
While going next to him. So they canceled our senior trip. They canceled our early, like, every day we're supposed to leave like an hour before everyone else.
Uh-huh.
They canceled that.
Well, okay. I don't know if this was a thing for you. So, like, where I went to school, like, we would graduate, and then everyone else still had school for, like, another week.
Yeah, we had that, too.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
They did that. Well, because they're like, you did your exams. You're kind of done.
But it's so weird because it's like you finish school.
Before school.
And I remember before everyone else finishes, like 9th through 11th grade. And what I found weird about it is bitches would be coming back.
Like, when they had teachers, I'd be like, I'm done.
The only reason I came back is because my mother was a teacher and I needed to talk to her. But like, it felt so weird. Like, it feels like weird. It's like, I don't go here anymore.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I feel that. They do, I was in theater all 4 years. So they do like an alumni dinner during lunch.
Like brunch. after.
They do an alumni brunch after. Where all the
like alumni, right after the graduation or
No, they do it every year.
Oh, okay.
So they'll contact all like the alumni that's graduated and they're like, do you want to go to breakfast this day? And they'll like bring food and we'll just chill out for like 2 hours.
Which is gonna be 10 years.
I know.
Since I've been in high school soon. Isn't it 10 years for you or 11?
I graduated at 19 because my birthday's September. So I was at the cutoff.
No, which year did you graduate?
2014.
Oh, so it's gonna be your 10 years.
That's crazy.
Bitch.
Crazy.
I graduated at 17.
Lucky. I hated bitches.
I made it right, but it's not like I skipped. Bitch, don't get it twisted. I am not smart in that sense, but I would say I growing up and I don't feel like I was that smart. But when I went to college, I took it a lot more serious and bitch, straight A's like all the way through.
I feel like
to college and university.
I messed up on high school because I had to repeat a bunch of classes for my senior year.
Work
because I would miss a lot.
No, bitch, I was smart and I did it with. If you're going to, we've gone. The whole point of this was talking about how I went ziplining, and I was so scared to do it, but it was so fun in the end.
It's so nice.
Shout out to Amber, who's been on the podcast. We went to high school together. She's like,
you guys did the zip line together?
Yeah, because we graduated together. We went, and bitch, we were so scared, and we had fun.
It's so scary when you look down and you're like, oh.
Well, we were like, we had to take a gondola to go up there.
Oh, yeah, no, we just took stairs.
In the winter, it's a ski resort, and then when it's warmer, it's ziplining. It was so much funner.
Yeah, no, once we were strapped in, they have like stairs, and they're like, walk down the stairs.
I'm screaming.
And then you can see down like 2 or 3 stories, and you're like,
yeah.
My sister Jessica was like, if I quit,
bitch, imagine being over mountains and you're like,
I'd be like,
it wasn't that.
I'd have to
crazy,
look straight. No, I'm good.
You know what? And I keep a box of memories. Hi, welcome to the podcast. We're talking about whatever.
Sorry.
I keep a box of memories.
Same.
And I have they give you gloves because they give you a lesson, and
so
then
you stole the gloves.
You get to keep them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it says like where it was on the gloves and it has the grips, and I still have those gloves. Those are almost 10 years old gloves, and I've never used them for anything else.
Girl.
So they're just like a little. They're meant for like
gripping.
Yeah,
gripping.
Like they have the texture for safety. They tell you like, bitch, don't grab the actual rope because it'll fuck up your hands. Mm-hmm. That was all leading up to something we were also talking about related to school, but I don't remember. But
you told me to tell you. You need to tell me.
No, that's when we get to the point when we actually are done talking about things. Oh my god, I can't believe my 10 years is coming up next year.
We're old.
Old as hell, but it's like, how am I supposed to have a high school reunion? I graduated with 44 people.
Oh, that's small.
Yes.
Oh my god.
44 people.
Girl, that's a group chat for drag. 44
Bitch, for some of these bitches in Pensacola, yes it is. What was your graduating class?
140?
Bitch, our whole school had like 190 people, I think.
No, we had a lot, because I graduated from Washington.
I'll have to show you my library book, my yearbook. Because I also, bitch, I had to design basically most of the yearbook. It was crazy.
You were a yearbook editor, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And I got a gold medal at a conference for that. So, but yeah, I had to make a design for the yearbook like the day of because the girl who was gonna do it like just didn't do anything.
What was your mascot?
An eagle.
Okay.
Edgren Eagles.
We're Wildcats.
Edgar D. High School.
Not Allegra D.
Edgren. Edgren. No, Robert D. Edgren High School. That's what it was.
Who was he?
I don't know. Apparently, there used to be missiles before, which is crazy if you're a school in Japan. Bitch, like that.
After that event, they're like, we gotta change it.
No, Eagles. Because it was there for like until the 70s or 80s. So, okay, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about
that was a nice little memory lane.
It was nice.
It was nice.
We're talking about the 2020 movie called Sea Fever.
Sea Fever. When did it film? Because, like, mama, the timing of this is like, I think it was filmed in. So you know what happened is it probably.
Do you think like
it was released in April? I think
of 2020 or 2019.
Of 2020. That is crazy. But it was filmed in 2019. Just like.
Right before COVID,
when it was filmed,
yeah.
They even mentioned like quarantine. It's like wow, that like aged like fucking milk.
We can tell the future.
We watched a movie called Sea Fever.
Very nice.
We watched it on Amazon Prime. Ooh. Shout out to my man who's not my man, Darius. When the last time he was over, he left it. he left himself signed in, and I just don't. I'm too lazy to sign myself back in. So, I'm like, well, I'm just watching it on his.
It is what it is.
It literally is what it is. Okay, first.
Did you like it?
No, okay. Well, let's say, like, do the little, like,
the
bio blurb of it.
Well, it was directed and written by Nisa Hardiman. That sounds like a...
You know, I don't know about them foreign European names.
They're from Ireland, so that's... Yep, it's a female woman.
Work.
She's a BAFTA winner. Oh, nice. For directing and writing.
What does it use that BAFTA?
BAFTA winner?
No, that meme that's like, I don't think any of these queens actually care about drag. They're just using, what is that meme? That drag queen meme? It's like.
Who is it? Who's
saying it? Oh my god, it was Rose and Denali.
Oh, BFA.
BFA. It was like,
they're theater degrees.
Yeah, it was some shit like that. Anyways, keep going before I keep interrupting.
The bio for it, since you don't like my short synopsises.
Wait, hold on. We are not sponsored.
It is the crew of a West of Ireland traveler marooned at sea, struggling for their lives against a growing parasite in their water supply.
Also, it seems like they're struggling with money, too.
Yes.
Because that one guy, this isn't really spoiling too much, but, like, the captain's husband fucking, like, says to the guy who's having a kid, like, hey, when am I getting paid? He's like, yeah, when we get back, bitch.
We'll pay you.
Hell no, you ain't giving me no money, bitch.
I need upfront before we start.
Exactly, because that was for the last one, I think.
Yeah, the last one and this one. He's like, we'll pay you when we come back.
Bitch, if I were, like, because, you know, they're out there for a long time. Because they're working on a boat as fishermen.
So you got to send that money back now so they can pay bills for by the time they get back. They still got a home. If not, they homeless.
Girl.
And this man just had a baby.
No, the baby's on the way. He said the baby's on the way.
I thought he said
he's
had
like,
a baby.
Yeah, he was like, you know, the baby's on the way.
Oh, okay. But still, you got to buy bottles, pacifiers, all the supplies.
Well, you know, they get good
insurance.
maternal leave
They do.
there. Bitch, the maternal leave overseas is crazy. Like, I wish... people had that here.
Girl, they're like,
bitch, some of them are like a whole year or more.
Yeah,
that's great for them.
For the fathers, too,
and you know the thing is, the companies can afford it.
That's the point.
Bitch, companies here
can afford it, and they're like,
bitch,
nah, we're good.
If I could tell you the shit that happens, crazy. Who's in this movie, Sonny? I have a whole.
I am so sorry. These are names from Europe.
We're like 20 minutes into this podcast.
These people from Europe, so their names are a little bit different. They're unique for us, regular for them.
They're different white people.
Yeah. So we have the main character, which is Siobhan.
Siobhan. I think it was Siobhan.
Played by Hermione Corfield. We have the professor, which is Dag Malberg. We have Johnny, which is Jack Hickey. We have Sierra by Olwen Ferrier. We have Gerard by Dougray Scott.
Played by?
You know what I meant.
You read a book.
We have Freya, played by Connie Nielsen. We have Omid by Ardalin as Mali. And we have Sudi, played by Ellie Barakazi.
You did that.
I did that.
Also, shout out to the director. She directed 2 episodes in Jessica Jones.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I will say, her tempoing of this movie really
pacing?
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I meant.
Yeah,
her pacing was really good.
The pacing was good.
It was done really well. Like, I didn't feel like anything was rushed or, like, thrown in there. I feel like it all was a cohesive thought.
Yeah. So we're going to go into spoilers in this movie. Before we do that, how did you feel about the movie?
I felt really good. Like,
I feel really good. Yeah, bitch, say what we were talking about.
Girl, we've been watching, like, iffy or really bad movies lately. So, like...
Slumber Party was fine.
It was fine. It's kind of cheesy, but it was good.
It was fine. But also about that movie, the crazy guitar that he had. So that was the murder weapon in the second movie. He had like I think a drill on the guitar, and it looked crazy like that. Because I was like, I've seen that guitar before. I forgot that I do remember seeing the second one vividly.
But yeah, I liked by the end of this movie, we're just like, that was good.
Yeah, we were like, that was a good movie. That was a good movie.
We were surprised. We're like, yeah, this is nice.
And I don't know if that's because we've seen really bad movies prior, but I feel like the pacing was good.
Yeah.
Could it had like maybe a little bit more action with some things?
Yeah, but
I think so.
But it was good in the sense that it was a solid movie.
Yeah, let me see the budget on this.
Ooh.
I don't see it on here. That's unfortunate. I'm assuming it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
But pretty good if they didn't use that much money. But yeah, we generally like this movie.
I
would say check it out.
Yeah.
You know, don't expect like hard hitting, brain thinking.
But if you want something solid in the background, it's pretty good.
I feel like you would at least be looking up at like what's going on.
Well, I can say you can multitask because you were sewing during the whole thing.
Yeah, but I feel like in the background would imply like if I wasn't even looking at the movie and I was just listening. There's some movies where I'm like, I could have you in the background and just be listening and not pay attention at all.
Scary movie.
No. There's a scary movie I've watched so many times, so... Alright, so Sunny, how did you feel about the area that this movie takes place? So it takes place on a boat, middle of the ocean, and how do you feel like they tackled the idea of basically doing a movie on a boat.
I feel like they used the space very well. They used their cabins and the different... They didn't use, like, 2 shots of just, like...
It did start to get a little bit repetitive towards the end.
Yes.
That's why, like, a little bit in, they see another boat, which is like, oh, okay, cool, that's going to add something different to this. I wish that maybe they went back there for other things. Or, I don't know. Supplies or something.
That would make sense. Yeah, they could have used it again. Be like, oh, well, they're dead, but let's steal their boat.
Like, tie it together to, like, if, you know, I don't know.
If they need something, yeah. I feel like the creature wasn't featured as much. If you understand, like, there's shots of it, but there's not really...
Yeah, so describe what the creature looks like.
The creature is a singular void with multiple tentacles, bioluminescent tentacles coming out of it.
Yeah.
That have, like, mouths at the end of them.
Yeah. Very much like
Buttholes.
The Mist movie. There's, like, an octopus thing in there, and, like, on the suction parts, it's, like, mouths on it. And
You're
like,
gonna say buttholes.
I was gonna say bowels, actually. Bowels. So...
Do you think it's corrosive? Because at one point,
I mean...
it's sticking to the boat, and it's, like, eating through the wood.
I don't know, because they were fingering it.
Oh, yeah, and it
at
didn't
one
hurt.
point. Bitch, it looked like a prolapsed booty hole at a glory hole. Shout out to our friends who are those kind of girlies.
Shout out to Prolapse. Nothing to be ashamed of.
That's a good drag name, Prolapse.
Prolapse.
I feel like... So, like, I like a themed movie, right? We're on a boat. Cool. I like that. I actually really like boat horror movies or spaceship shuttle horror movies if it's done right. And I feel like I watched a boat horror movie where it started to, like, right off the bat, I'm like, the whole concept of that movie was that it was an entire, like, military boat.
Oh, okay, so
but it felt smaller than this one.
Oh.
This one, I feel like it was more spaced out. I feel like I don't know if they used a studio and built a set for some of the indoor things, because it did seem like that. If they didn't, good job on them. I feel like they did good, but you know, a boat kind of rocks a lot, so I think that they maybe filmed some
on shore, like
in a studio, like in an actual studio, like not they just built a set for the indoor stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I like that. I think that because the boat's not that large. It really isn't that large. It's like...
It never is. It has a few cabins, maybe somewhere to eat, and then, like, the top. That's it.
I feel like it had at least different parts of it to where it kind of feels like The Thing a little bit in a way.
Yeah.
You know, they're isolated in our... See, that maybe that's the kind of movies I like, isolated horror.
You're like, I want them alone.
With like a scientific kind of approach to it.
Yeah, because she was a student, so it made sense.
Mm-hmm. And you're dealing with something unworldly. Like, do you think that the creature is an alien or just like a creature of the nature that they just haven't discovered?
I just think it's just a creature of the nature.
I think so too, because bitch, some sea creatures look fucking weird.
The ones that are all deep sea ones.
All deep sea creatures.
They're like, ugh. They usually look skeletal.
Bitch, they're skeletal. They can't see. That does happen in this movie. So we're introduced to a couple characters. We have the main girl who's a redhead, and everyone on the boat's like, it's bad luck to bring a redhead on.
Which I've never heard that conversation.
I've heard about bringing a woman. Bringing a woman on a boat is bad luck, but I'm like, well, the captain is a woman. So like, I guess they had to come up with something else.
And then there's an auntie, so...
Yeah, there's also another woman on the boat, older lady. So, this made me think, and I was like, I'm going to say this for the podcast when we were talking about it. When I was in my women's studies class in university, it was mainly women and trans people and queer people, and then there was like a man, like a straight man in the class. And we're talking about...
The token.
Okay, straight white man, cis man. If this is gonna offend you, I'm so sorry. Right. But, so we're in the class, bitch, and, you know, my teacher is a black woman. She's talking about, like, you know, when I was in college, they had the brown paper bag test for sororities. And
a lot of people don't know about the brown paper
Yeah, so
test.
if you don't know, like, some places... They would hold up an actual brown paper bag, and if you were darker than the brown paper bag, you were not allowed to be associated with, like, that sorority. You couldn't be a part of that sorority, or, like, this, so and so on. So that's what that was. You know, she tells us that anecdote, and... Is that the right word?
Anecdote, yeah.
Anecdote, yeah. Bitch, we had a whole thing about it on the podcast. And he goes, yeah, I've been discriminated against. And then everyone in the room was like, what is this bitch about to say? And he was like, yeah, when I wanted to be a cook at this restaurant, they told me I couldn't have a beard. And bitch, everyone was like, is this bitch serious right now? And I said, sir, you can't have a beard because they don't want fucking hair in their food.
Not because
you're not being discriminated. You can literally shave. You can change that so easily by shaving that off. Bitch, a beard. That was crazy. If you were in that class, like, please, like...
Not this person saying, oh, me as a person couldn't be a sorority because I was darker than a paper bag. And you going, yeah, my beard.
My beard is crazy. That is crazy to say.
That's messed up.
Bitch, everyone was
keep
like...
Keep that to yourself.
And bitch, the TA was like, I don't think that's the same thing. And bitch read him down, and everyone was just like, I think everyone was so embarrassed for him that we were just like, oh my god.
I'll let you have this.
That is rough. But yeah, she in the movie, redhead, Shaden, I forget what her name is. It's like Shaden or something.
Yeah, Shaben or something.
Or Shobin. She's like, she doesn't have friends. She gets on this boat mainly for class. Like, seems like for a thesis kind of thing, really. On this boat to just learn things.
She's learning patterns and seeing what's
but
going on.
But she says that a lot.
Fish.
She was like, how'd you know I was married? I know patterns and behaviors and people. She doesn't sound like that. That's more like a British accent. So how do we feel about the characters? Because she kind of has like, she's starting to make a friend / you know, she's knowing this cute guy.
Yeah.
I was gagged that, like, he's the first person to die.
I thought he wouldn't be. I thought that...
He'd be, like, the last one.
Yeah, I thought he'd be struggling with health the whole time, but I thought he'd be okay by the end of it. No.
His eyes literally explode out of his head.
Right in front of her. And then in the sink, you can see, like, little things moving around.
Yeah.
And that's when she's like, oh, there's parasites.
Yeah, so what led up to that is that they're in a, restricted area.
Yes, which the Coast Guard at near the beginning said, you can't be in this area. You have to go around it.
Yeah.
And the captain's like, okay. So she, in her computer, there's like a little map, and she goes around it. And we see Gerard, which is her husband, looking at the machine and going,
Bitch, change path.
Change path right through it.
And Miss Redhead, I'm just going to call her Shawnee. Shawnee, she notices that there's whales, and she's like, something's wrong. Yeah. Whales aren't near
this area.
Yeah. They're not where like people fish because it's loud. Shout out to her. Patterns and behaviors. She was right.
Yeah. But Auntie and Johnny are like, no, whales are good luck.
Yeah.
It's good to see
Mama. I don't know about that. So they're in this uncharted area, and there's like this giant, like, you know, they're seeing a mass in their like radar thing.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, it's a whale coming towards us.
Yeah.
Not a whale.
No. It's this
squid monster.
Bioluminescent monster.
Parasite monster.
That like suctions itself onto the boat, and it's like, you know, corroding the boat a little bit to where people are literally putting their fingers
in there, like in the goo. And I'm like, why would you touch... No gloves.
No gloves.
And she's a science student. So she should know. No mask. No PPE. Nothing.
I thought that was kind of wild.
I thought so too, because you should know better.
And bitch, they're like, well, aren't you a diver? Can't you just like get this off? Because it's stuck on their boat and they can't leave. And she's down there with a knife, and she tries to cut one away. And mind you, she's seeing this whole thing. Like, bitch, if I was in the water and I saw this giant creature, like, I would be kind of gagged too. And she even says, like, I'm not getting back in the water.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of wild. How would you handle this situation? You don't know that there's a parasite yet, but, you know, you just got freed of the boat.
So I just got freed of the boat.
Freed of the creature. You're still in the boat. The boat is...
Oh, yeah, let's go. We gotta head back home. Okay, she talks a lot about quarantine. I'm so sorry. I'd be like, I just want to go home. Girl, they can quarantine me.
I don't even think she talked about quarantining yet, because they didn't know anyone was actually infected. Johnny, who's like the guy that she likes.
Yeah, goes a little berserk, says I want to go swimming.
Well, he hurt himself with the rope, I think. And then
with the wench.
Okay, with the wench.
It's the thing connected to the mesh.
Okay, I thought there was a rope because you see the rope later with like gooey shit on it.
So what happened? He accidentally put his hand in the machine instead of trying to stop it.
Girl.
And it like sliced and diced.
Have you seen that video of like someone's like, I think they're like cleaning a car wash and one of the things is on, and then He gets caught in it, just like swinging.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It looked like a rope.
I was
and the
hoping that
rope
was
around
happening.
him.
I thought it was gonna happen with him.
So they wrap his hand, but like during the scenes, it does look bad. But like you see the blood keep seeping through. It gets redder and redder. I'm like, that's a good detail.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's nice. But
because you can tell like the parasites like because there's a character later who gets parasites all over him, and he like one of them says you're still bleeding, like you shouldn't be bleeding still, and it's because like the parasites are eating him.
Yeah.
I think I like that detail.
The detail that you could see him in the eyes. And that's how they tested it.
I mean, I've seen better like parasite in the eye kind of things in other movies, but you know, we work with what we have.
Right.
It literally just looked like a flashlight that they went like meow. And so how do we feel about the characters? Like,
I feel like they're dynamic. They like, really thought of like character development.
I wouldn't say they're like the best written characters ever.
No, but they do their service.
They do their service, and you know you can tell that the aunt cares for Johnny. Mm-hmm. You can tell the captain and her husband. You know, they lost a kid, and you know they're working hard for money. The guy with the long beard, don't know his name.
Really cares about his kid.
Yeah, he's having a kid on the way, and then you have what's his name, Sudi, and he's just hot. So that's his character.
Well, he has a crush on a girl back home.
Yeah.
Ashley O'Reilly.
Well, he says, and then you came along. I was like, is he hinting that he's gay? Is he gay?
No, he's like, I just never talked to her.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a shy boy.
Some shy boys be crazy, though.
Yes.
So what was probably your favorite character out of that bunch, huh? Johnny, the one who dies first. I do like him. You know, he tries to give Shawnee a chance. Shawnee is cold-hearted, though.
She is.
She's like, oh, hot guy is dying.
Cool.
Mama, bitch, at one point he's like, this sucks. And she's like, okay, well, I don't have time for this. Like, I'm trying to figure out what this parasite's like. I don't have time for this.
And he's like, well, it's because you're a redhead and you're on here. And she's like, what was it?
She said it's like, it's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence, not a cause.
Yeah.
Like, very deadpan. And she's like, I'm just working. Leave me alone.
I kind of live for that, though.
It's
how do you feel like she developed as a character? Because she's very standoffish, but, like, how do you feel at her towards the beginning and towards the end? Mind you, we're already in spoilers, so...
She's very logical.
Very
like
logical.
That. Like, she's the one I would want.
You do like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't like people who are like, oh, there's a parasite. Well, let's keep all huddled together, keep touching, and, you know...
Well, bitch, your ass literally said, let's go to the shore. I don't care. You literally just said that.
I didn't say I'm going to touch everyone. I just said, let's go home.
That is, I feel like, still the same thing if you know that there's a parasitic organism on the boat. We're going to an ad break. See you in a moment.
Welcome back.
Well, look at the camera, bitch. Why are you looking at me?
Because you're giving me weird faces.
I'm literally just staring at you.
I know, your face is weird.
Bitch, welcome us back into this damn podcast.
Welcome back down to the podcast. I'm Sunny Days. This is Terrah Card.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about sea fever.
Have you seen Cabin Fever?
No.
That's kind of like the same thing.
Can we look at movies just ending in fever?
No.
No. I don't want to be on a boat and die. Yeah, sure.
So you can get everyone else to die?
Yeah.
Because, bitch, you talk about all this stuff, but during Christmas, all your family members are sick as hell, and you're like, hey!
I didn't hug no one.
Yes, you did, bitch.
Did I?
Everyone was, like, sick.
Oh, that'd be okay. Theraflu.
Bitch, but if there was a parasite, your ass would be like, ah! Hillary Clinton when the ball dropping. Ah!
Bitch, I'd be hide and seeking. You couldn't find me.
But, well, bitch, the creature's gonna find you.
Why you gotta put that on me?
Bitch, we'll get to that. I put in here, like, I find it's a little shocking that who I thought would have been, like, the main guy was the first one to die. I thought maybe it would have just been, I don't know, any other character.
You thought it was gonna be, like, a love interest thing, and they...
Yeah, and, like, maybe, like... You know, she realizes at the end, like, maybe I do need to have compassion for others, but at this instance, you have to go.
Did you think she was the one that was going to find a cure?
No.
No?
It was way too fast. I thought she was going to come up with an actual solution.
Which she kind of did to disinfect, but...
burn the whole boat. I don't think that's a proper
Electrocute
solution.
it?
It didn't work though.
Yeah, it did.
No, the creatures were still in there.
They were already infected.
No, but in the tanker.
Oh, no. I'm talking about on the floor and everything.
Oh, well. I feel
Remember
like,
the goo was on the floor too.
yeah, but did we even see it? Like, I feel like we didn't get a steady shot that was like, seeing it like
They're
dissolve, where then it's like, okay, that did work.
That did do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like towards the end, I feel like we lacked a little of a build-up. Like, I know the boat catches on fire.
To be a signal.
To just destroy it, really, too.
No, they did it for a signal.
But also to just destroy it as
no,
well.
No, Mama. The reason they did it was to make a signal. That was the only reason. You weren't listening at the end, were you?
Well, they were talking about heating it up.
No,
Weren't you talking about that?
No, I was talking about burning, like how they made a flare from burning the boat.
Well, they also had a flare too. They shot a flare up.
That was the first time for the first boat of the dead people.
They shot another one.
No, they didn't. They burned the boat. That was the flare.
Yeah, but there was a higher
No, there wasn't.
So you don't think they would burn the boat on top of all of that because there was a parasite on there?
No, it was for a flare. The parasite's already gone, remember? It went into the ocean because it ate through the tank.
But there's still some on the boat.
No, they killed it with the electricity.
But they killed those guys, you know what I mean?
No, you're irking me.
Oh my god. How do you feel about the parasite being introduced and the timing of it?
I think they did it pretty well because they showed them as tadpoles and then like growing, and then at the end eating through the tank. Mm-hmm. And that there's like now a second creature that came from this first one.
So that doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Because like, bitch, so it's all part of one creature, right? This huge creature?
No, yes. So it released the smaller parasites that got bigger and bigger. So they grew into what the original was.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is like how they make it seem sometimes is like it's like the movie Tremors where it's like, oh, the parasite's off on its own, but now it's also, don't forget, it's also kind of attached to this giant thing. So, I don't know, like I feel like it wasn't displayed well to where we could tell that a giant thing just came out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, there was no big ass rumble or...
No, it's just like...
It was just like a few thumps.
Here's like one shot of it with the big hole and the tentacles coming out of it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I can understand that.
Because it just seemed like, where'd it go?
Oh, now there it is. What'd you think about Freya abandoning them on the lifeboat?
You know, I was just thinking about that, like, queen shit. Bitch, fuck all these people. Her husband's dead, because she actually killed him. She had to kill him, put him out of his misery, because he was infected. She wasn't infected, to our knowledge, so it's like, why not?
Yeah. And then...
I forget that she even survives, technically, in this movie.
Technically, well, we don't know if she survives.
I mean, we don't know if Daddy Daycare survives either.
Oh, but yeah, we don't.
We don't know that.
It's just the last scene of a boat coming towards them. They don't know if that boat could sink or something afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T about this is, do you think that the Coast Guard knew that there was this creature out there? Because they're like, there's this restricted area you can't go through.
No, because they said restricted because of the whales.
But they could also just know
that there's a monster out there.
That there's a creature out there. You don't think the government would be lying to bitches?
Yeah, you're right. They probably did know. They probably saw a bunch of things dying out there, and they're like, oh.
Well, because they knew that there was another boat out there.
No. The radio was smashed.
Well, I mean, they probably were already using the radio before.
They probably told
They didn't get there and immediately smash it.
Well, they probably told them not to go there. And remember, even their radio didn't get a frequency to the Coast Guard.
But, you know, the fact that they even went there, right, and the Coast Guard told them before probably not to go there, they probably do know that there's a creature there.
Yeah, but they probably don't know that the boat's out there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if they don't hear back from it, they're probably like, well, they're dead. I mean,
or they left.
So many people go missing in the ocean all the time.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that maybe when they got on the boat, they caught those people in, like, the latest stages of them being, like
the last one going.
Because we kind of hint that, like, is the parasite kind of possessing them? The subtitles said that.
Yeah, because Johnny went a little iffy at the end of it.
He's trying to go swim.
Girl, jumping. And then Auntie Sierra tried to grab onto Shari. What the fuck is her name? Shawnee. Try to grab her leg while she's on the ladder.
Yeah.
Screams at her.
And she's like screaming. I feel like at that point we should have gotten, like, I don't know,
A fight scene.
A fight scene.
Oh, that would have been nice.
I feel like that's the perfect time to put that there because
she does punch her.
Yeah, after that, like nothing kind of happens at the end of the movie. Besides
No.
I feel like that point, the movie's kind of like, all right, we need to pick up. I want to see these tentacles fucking going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, something fun like that. They don't have to be triumphant at the end because they're really not.
No, because Shawnee dies.
Mm-hmm.
She gets bitten on the arm, and she's like,
okay, because so they set this fucking boat on fire. They're getting in this little tiny fucking yellow raft.
And
Inflatable.
Uh-huh.
And then Daddy Daycare. Ahmed is his name. He has a long beard. That's all I know.
He slips.
I judge people in this movie on how long their beard is. He slips and he falls in the water and all
he can't swim.
He can't swim.
He's a fisherman that can't swim.
The creatures are obviously attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he doesn't actually get bit though.
No.
And
he just gets grabbed, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
But
Shawnee goes in there and like literally grabs one with her hand
and goes
and gets him back up into the water.
Do you think it was an Ariel reference?
Redhead
in the water.
I don't think so, but that's an interesting take to look at it. I feel like maybe she realized that she was a little too selfless most of her life, and she was like, well, this is the one point where I can literally not be selfish for once.
Yeah.
So
save someone who's about to have a kid.
Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like I would have liked Johnny at the end if something happened like that.
I did like his, like, exploding eyeballs, though.
Yeah, I mean, it just could have been someone else, you know what I mean?
Could have been Sudi.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Yeah.
Sudi twice.
Well, Sudi his eyes didn't explode. He just went blind and then died quietly.
Yeah. I do like the scene of, like, I don't know if you're sewing, but Johnny's eyes completely go black.
Right, yeah, like...
And then they explode.
And
I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you think it, like, popped his blood vessels and it went, bah?
I think that maybe they were just eating the fuck out of his eyes. And then...
Yeah.
Just the pressure of it all.
Under pressure.
And also, the creature was probably, like, growing in him, you know?
Yeah. Ooh.
I feel like that would have been... I thought we were going to get, like, zombie parasitic people. I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, and they had, like, the goo coming out of them, like, the...
And then more fight scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, I really would.
I feel like that would have been the cherry on top of the cake.
I really
Or on
wanted her
top
to
of the
fight
ice
Auntie.
cream.
On top of the ice
You
cream.
put cherry on top of cakes?
No, you
Cherry on
put
the
whipped
cake.
cream.
What is the phrase? Cherry on the cake? That
Hold
would have
up.
been...
It's just a cherry on top.
That would have been the cherry on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Mario Party level. I was like, are there cherries on that
top.
cake?
It's on the whipped cream, so they put cherries on top.
I know. I think some people probably would not like that, but like, I think it would have been cool if it's like the parasitic creature growing out of it, and it's just using like the body as. I like parasitic like horror movies.
I can tell because you did like the one that was in Spanish.
Virus 32. I mean, was it parasitic or just a zombie? It's already dead.
I think that's parasitic. I don't know. That's a long time.
Because I feel like a parasitic is like an organism living inside of them, and
So
at that point, I think they were. Yeah, the thing. Is,
there you go. That's a good reference.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the concept. I feel like it could have pushed it there. I feel like that would, like, if they went on that boat, right? And maybe, like...
The guy was stabbing them, like, in the process of killing them, and then about to kill himself.
Or no, about to kill, like, the other people, and then maybe that's how one of them gets infected, as, like, the goo...
Gets on them.
Yeah.
And they bring it back. That would have made sense.
That way it could tie in, like, oh, this thing obviously attacked that boat, and that's how they got infected, and that's how we got infected, is because we associated with them. I think that would have been kind of...
Instead of just finding dead bodies.
That's not to say that this movie is shit.
No.
It's a
enjoyable. Solid... I would give it a solid 8.
Yeah, I'd say like a 7. A 7.
It was good. It could have...
The dialogue isn't...
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Cheesy.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But, it's not bad.
It didn't make me cringe, so that's good.
It moves by... Like, the pacing, like you said, is good. Because, like, it's not... It's not like 80 minutes and we see a creature. Like, it's probably like 30 minutes in. Yeah. And we see the creature and then we see the boat too. In comparison to other movies we've watched, like, how do you feel that this one holds up to, I guess, some that we watch?
It has a lot more flow to it. I feel like the things we watched recently have been very, either they're very fast paced, like they introduce something, people die real fast, end. Or...
You could say this movie has more... It's a water pun. You just said one, so I'm leading you on to another water pun. You just said there was flow to it. Okay, this movie has a lot more...
Waves.
Where's the creature?
Sea.
Okay, how far is it?
Deep.
And how do you measure that?
Bitch, I don't know. Feet.
It starts with... It has a D in it in the beginning.
Depth.
Waves. I think that this was a fun one.
Yeah.
There's not like... We feel like the past a couple movies were like...
Oh my god, we're just like, these are dumb.
What was the one?
May?
No. We watched it like a couple weeks ago for the podcast. Where her friends prank her.
With the really good sister.
Emily, I think was her name.
Yes. Shook.
Yeah. That one,
Shook.
like...
It was, okay, the saving grace was the sister. If she was not there, this would be, like, I would have rated it 2. Maybe a 1, because it was bad.
I kind of like the aunt in this. She sucker punches a bitch. I was like, oh, she's about to slap her. A bitch punched her right in the fucking face.
Oh, and then you see the bruise. Mm-hmm. I like that.
She's like, I'm sorry, and bitch. I was like, is she about to choke her? And bitch, she's like gripping her. I feel like she should have went like, I feel like that's the key moment. Like, let's get crazy.
Oh, let's get wild.
Like, get the pan and bitch smack her up and you see the thing coming out of her.
Oh,
like,
she did have a good yell. She had a good scream.
How do you feel about the movie concluding? Like, how did this ending feel? I feel like this ending could have been...
It could have been better.
More cinematic. I mean, we see her swimming to the creature because she's like, bitch, I'm going to die anyway. She's probably like, bitch, what is this? Let me see the thing.
Let me just die.
Uh-huh.
But, I don't know. It was kind of a cop-out. Like, just not getting him saved. Not knowing what happened to Freya. Like, not seeing...
Oh, we know what happened. She's... The same thing that's happening to Baby Daddy in this one.
Yeah, maybe getting saved, maybe dying.
Yeah.
We never know. But the thing is, I would have liked, like, after the credits, they, like, show him getting rescued, and, like, someone saying, so what happened? And then maybe cutting right there. I'm
fine with him being drifted. I just needed a build-up to that was a little bit more exciting than, set this boat on fire.
You almost drowned. She saved you and sacrificed herself.
Or at least built, like, before that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I feel like that's fine if there was something more intense, because it's just him slowly coming off the boat. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been like, I don't know.
A tentacle coming out.
The tentacles are, they're fucking up. Like, bitch, fucking, the big octopus thingy from, the Kraken.
The Kraken?
The Kraken, like, Kraken, like, it's like suctioning onto this boat and it's pulling it down. I feel like would have been cooler.
Instead of just, I tripped.
Yeah. It just seemed... Because there was like kind of tense music, but it wasn't that intense, and he just slipped and went into the water.
Yeah, and she's like,
beep. I think that would have been cool. I mean, probably no, because they used the CGI for the creature, so
yeah.
I think it would have been cool to have like.
That's a good CGI creature.
Yeah, I don't think it looked bad. I really don't think it looked bad.
It didn't look too unrealistic.
Yeah.
I'm like, butthole hands.
It really did look like a very prolapsed asshole that needed some like medical attention. Bitch, what is that? One jar.
Girl, once it's prolapse, you can't really do much.
Huh?
Once it's prolapse, you can't really do much.
What do you mean?
It's your ass just coming. The most they could do is like they have to do cosmetic surgery, but that's
no. I mean like there was probably like an infection going on. It looked like an infected Buddha hole. You said nothing you can do with a prolapse asshole. I'm like I feel like I've seen some videos. You could do some things. I've seen some videos.
I meant to make it look better. There's not much.
Get some medicine would be good. Do you think you would have survived this movie?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think I would. Mind you, I hate boats.
Yeah.
Hate boats. Throw up so much on boats.
Well, okay, maybe we would, because we'd be in our rooms just like you with medication to get over
No, girl, no, bitch. They would have been like, hey, get out of the shower. Bitch, you're like washing your hair for 45 fucking minutes, bitch. You're going.
No.
You're gonna be a skeleton, Cindy. This is bones.
I don't take long showers.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Mama, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
As someone who's traveled with you,
I don't take long showers.
You do.
No.
How long do you think your shower is?
15 to 20 minutes.
I'd say 20 minutes is a decent time in the shower.
How long do you take?
A short shower is between 5 to 10 minutes.
And I can do that, but my regular ones are 15 to 20.
A 20-minute shower is kind of long.
No, it's not. My nephew does an hour.
That is long, too!
I know, but...
Which nephew?
Anthony.
Bitch, he's fucking doing gymnastics in there. He should not be taking an hour.
Well, he has music, so he's like just jamming.
Bitch performing?
But yeah, 15 to 20 minutes is not long.
I think that's
kind of average.
An hour is astronomically long.
I can do 5
I
to
feel
10
like
minutes.
you've done longer than 20.
I could if I wanted to.
So you agree? You take long showers?
No. I said I could. It's a possibility, but I don't.
Let's Google.
Oh.
Mama, let's go.
Okay. The average shower time?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what it says. Why did it say 15 to 20?
The average shower is 8 minutes long. And this is the EPA.gov.
Y'all nasty. Y'all need to wash your bodies. That's the one who just...
You can wash your body in that time. I mean, some body scrubs in that take like 2 to 5 minutes, and then you rinse. Bitch, you were... I just want to be part of your symphony. Bitch, you're doing tricks today.
Well, the thing is, I don't wash... If it's a hair wash day, that's 15 to 20. But other than that, I can do 5 to 8.
Is 20-minute shower too long? The recommended maximum shower length for your skin is between 5 to 10 minutes.
I like warm water. I think that's the hardest part, trying to get out.
If you like to linger in the shower for longer than 15 minutes, you might want to rethink your hygiene routine. Oh, bitch, they dragging you.
They said depression.
I can, if I need a shower fast, I can. I don't
Yeah.
like to. Like, I can get the soap everywhere on my body and do my face cleanser and then call it a day. I would say, like, a good 10-minute shower is what I do. 20 minutes if I'm, like, really just, like, I need to just sit there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think I would die in this movie. I would be throwing up so much, dehydrated, be like, let me get some water, and then fucking die. Terrible way to go out. Your insides are literally being,
eaten out, and
eaten
then
out.
your eyeballs.
I like to get eaten out, but not like that.
Now going
clock
blind.
that tea. And then going, well, bitch, just take off my glasses. Bitch, remember when this bitch, when she first got diabetes, she was like, my diabetes cured my blindness. Because she started walking around with no glasses.
That's not what I said. I said, because I got on medication, it cured my blindness. Which it did for about 3 days.
Bitch, and then she was like, I have to use my glasses again.
And I was so sad. I was like, look at me, 2020. And then it's like, nope.
Bitch, you were ridiculous.
I was so sad. I'm like, I can see without
glasses. I don't think it was in 2020. It was like in 20.
No,
oh,
20.
your vision. Let's say you're on this boat.
Uh-huh.
Like, they've already introduced, this guy's eyeballs have already exploded.
Okay.
What is your game plan? You're on this boat with these people.
Do I know parasites show up in my eyes?
You're at the point where someone's eyes just exploded, so you don't know too much other than someone was infected.
Well, I probably go catatonic and sit on a chair, rock around a few while, just for a while.
Okay.
And then ask Sherry, Sade.
Shardy's like a melody in my head.
I'd be like, can you check me out? And if she says I got it, I'd be like, kill me. I do the husband. I'd be like, kill me.
Work.
Yeah.
So,
I'd rather have a mercy killing than
you wouldn't try to be like, how can we defeat this? You would just be like, let's say you're not infected. Would you try to figure out a way to like maybe defeat this creature? Like, what is your go-to plan?
I'm saying let's go home.
But someone's literally eyes just
Fucked
exploded.
up.
And there might be
home.
infected people on the boat. Let's
go home.
This is the bitch you do not want to have in an apocalypse. This bitch would be hiding a zombie scratch or a bite and be like, no, I'm good.
I'm fine. No. Yeah.
Bitch, you would definitely hide a bite.
Nah, shoot me. I'd ask you to shoot me.
Bitch, you would be like, no, let's go. I want a milkshake.
Shut the fuck. I'd probably be like, can I get a last meal?
I'm screaming. First of all, not using our rations just to die. Bitch, fuck you.
Can I at least get chocolate? Something.
Bitch, the rations? If we're in a zombie apocalypse, bitch, I am not. I'd be like, yeah, girl. Boom, 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 boom. Bitch, now you're using the last of our rations. And then because you want to die.
Happy?
Bitch, if you think
you want me to die happy?
Bitch, we all gonna die sometime.
But you want me to die happy?
Bitch, I'd be like, yeah, go to the grocery store and get some. And bring us back some.
Bitch, I probably would. I'd be like, I'm already infected. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, just don't bring a horde back.
Me run. Terrah, close the doors. Terrah!
No, because there's this thing that's like, sometimes zombies, they might remember some things they do. That's why they show up in like highly dense areas like a mall or...
Smart. No, yeah.
Or a school.
I would see my dumb ass.
Bitch, my zombie would be at home. Because I don't go nowhere.
With a sewing machine. Just...
Okay. Bitch, making some fierce clothes while I'm dead as hell.
I can see a poacher going, that's a lot of sequins. What the fuck is that?
Oh, bitch, and they would shoot my ass so fast. They'd be like, there's a gay one. Get it down. I would not survive in this movie.
No.
Like, I would be throwing up stuff. I don't know if I would even get on the boat.
They would think you're infected just because you're throwing up. They'd be like,
Okay.
oh, they're dying.
Actually, they wouldn't even know if I'm affected. They'd be like, oh, they just have seasickness.
If you infected everyone, would you be like, fuck? Will, like, survivor's guilt kick in?
Well, I don't think I would survive if I was infected that entire time.
True.
Because they weren't really throwing up that much. It was
No,
just
just
like,
bleeding.
yeah.
And delirious. Oof.
Look like I'm going for a swim. Bitch, just the way he
They
gets
look like
up, he's like,
leopards.
let's go swim. And she's like, what did he say? Let's go swim. He's like, well, go fucking
Go
stop
get
him.
What? Also, what is she gonna do? She's small.
Exactly.
He's a grown-ass man. Captain, go get him. Gerard.
It's crazy. That was this movie. If you liked it, then...
Watch it on Amazon Prime.
We watched it on Amazon Prime. It might be on Shudder. I'm not sure.
No.
I thought it was good.
It was pretty nice.
Could have a little bit of improvements.
Yes, but...
I think that would have made the movie better. And you know what? Other people might think, no, it didn't need that.
Yeah.
I feel like if you added, like...
Maybe
the parasite coming out of the person and it's like the body's moving abnormally. Like imagine if like the auntie is on the floor and she's like literally like just like flopping.
Pop, lock, and drop.
Okay. Like maybe it's like trying to get to the water. And it's like moving her body like abnormally.
That would be nice.
Especially like because she falls back from getting kicked. Weak ass kick. Like imagine if her neck noticeably looked broken.
And
like
you see
a bone out and you... Or no, like you see the bone is like out, and you just see her body like moving abnormally to get to the water. I feel like that would have been kind of cool.
Right? That would be sick.
Because I thought that they were gonna play on that because he wanted to go to the water, and I was like, maybe that's the parasite being like, get to the water. We need water to survive.
Yeah. Also, the bags under, you could see him like pop out maybe.
Yeah.
Try to get to the water.
Something. I think that would have been cool. Like the body contorting weird.
Yeah. There's a good base.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's good to watch alone.
If there was a sequel, like, I feel like there could be a sequel, and it can really improve on that idea. Get a cruise ship.
I don't think Ahmed would get back on a cruise.
Huh?
You can see his kid.
No, not the same people, silly.
No, I'm saying get Ahmed's kid
on
a cruise.
No, we don't need the same people. I feel
what I'm saying...
I don't think we need
friends.
Yeah, we don't need people attached to the first movie for the second one. I don't think we do.
I think just that
it could
one
be a
person.
whole new cast of people.
That one, just one person.
Just like the 47 Meters Down movie.
I feel like just his kid, and she's like super...
That
Hear
would
me
be
out. Hear
stupid.
me out. And she's like super prepared.
For what?
Her dad just went through the same shit. You don't think he's gonna train his daughter a little bit? Be like
his daughter?
Yeah, or son, or whatever that baby.
That's
was.
gonna come out. Train him for the ocean.
Yes.
So we're gonna wait like 20 years
for the sequel
for this training. They're training like 20, 18 years to just go back. Why?
No, she goes on the cruise. She faces her fears. She's like, why?
That's not her fears. That's her dad's fears.
Yeah, you don't think he's gonna instill that fear of the water?
I think that would be... I'm knocking that idea down. I think it should just be totally different people. Get a cast of hot young people.
Like you just want a pillow fight.
24 to like 30 age people. And then just have them on a cruise ship and have it mayhem. I feel like we haven't got a good cruise ship movie in a minute.
Most likely. I don't watch scary movies unless I'm with you.
Work. Sunny, where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram at Official Sunny Days. That's OFFICIALSUNNYDAZE. I'm also on Sunny Days on Facebook. And I'm also on Pokemon Go. If you want to find that, that's on a different one. Work.
You know what? Well, I'll have it in the description if she sends it to me.
Oh, you want? I can just read it. It's on my phone. I still save the picture.
I mean, just send it to me and I'll have it in the description.
Where can we find you, Terrah Card?
I'm Terrah Card. That's TERRAHCARD. You can find me under most platforms under that name, like on TikTok and Twitch and Instagram. Don't add me on Facebook. I'm not gonna add you back. That is such a Southern thing. Bitch, Southern queens are like, add me on Facebook. Bitch, if you say add me on Facebook anywhere outside of the South, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah.
And make sure you rate and review this podcast. If you like it, share with a friend.
Yeah.
If you watch this movie, tell us what you thought about the movie. And if you listen to this podcast, tell us what you thought about the podcast. And the comments on YouTube. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google.
Where we can get
literally,
podcasts.
I think anywhere you can get podcasts, we're on there.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I'm almost just said my legal name. Oh my god. I'm Terrah Card.
On sunny days.
And make sure you
stay on
the
line.
Cool.
What was the spaces for?
The anticipation.